Your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Om. ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीताध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम्। लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः ते पीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुल्लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Devaya tasmai namaha. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Bhagavad Gita session. We are trying to learn a little bit of Sanskrit. We are trying to learn a little bit of Gita, depending on whatever is our capacity. And like this, we have traveled through 6 chapters, first 30 shlokas we have completed. We shall just continue from where we have left and see how many verses we can complete today. So we were seeing the result of the dhyana, and we were seeing how the realized soul is experiencing that oneness, what is their vision. So we'll continue for 2 more verses with the same line of thought, and then we will see what Arjuna has got to ask. So we'll start with verse number 31. Radha Krishnan ji. सर्वभूतस्थितं यो माम्
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो माम्
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
स योगी मयि वर्तते
स योगी मयि वर्तते सर्वभूतस्थितं यो माम् भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते.
योगी मयि वर्तते. Let us do the Padacheda first. Sarvabhutassthitam, as it is. Yo, yaha, Visarga, Sunday, ma, bhajatyekatvamasthita. What happens over there?
Bhajati ekatvam, that is yan santi.
Yes.
Bhajatyekam astitaha. It's a combined word.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bhajati ekatvam astitaha. Good. Sarvatha, as it is. Vartamanopi, what is over there?
It is Visarga Sandhi plus Purvarupa.
Yeah.
Purvarupa.
Good. So Vartamanaha plus api.
Yeah,
So
Vartamana plus api.
Visarga's loka is happening. Saha. Then yogi, as it is. Mai, asmat shabda saptami. Vartate. As it is like vandate. Eka atmanevati.
Yeah.
So this verse talks about the oneness. Bheda has been removed. What is the Bheda? Bhed is there between Jeev and Jeev. I am different from you. Jeev and Ishwar, I am different from God. Jeev and Jagat, I am different from the world. We have all these 3 types of Bheda. And this Bheda needs to be removed to experience this. And now, in the seat of meditation, reveling, doing Satat, Manan. Now this stage has come. What? That Sarva Bhuta Sthitam. Yoma. In all the beings. In all the beings. Yomam Yaha Mam. Who? Mam. To me. Dvitiya. Bhajati. Who worships me. I am in all the bhutas, and who sees me in those bhutas and who is worshipping me in that form, ekatvam asthitaha. He is being established in unity, in oneness. So this verse shows oneness. Right now I am having the bhed. I don't worship you as Ishvara. I see very clearly it is Padmaji, Arunji, Radha Krishnanji, Vasanti. I am not worshipping, I am not seeing only Krishna. I can't even equate. Leave aside myself, neither I can see over there. But now this oneness, so his Jiva Ishwara, Jiva Jagat, this Bheda has been removed. So Sarva bhuta sthitam, in all the bhutas. It's not only human beings, prani matra, who is coming to worship me, able to see me, able to see the divinity in one and all around. Look at that vision. That person is ekatvam asthitaha. He is established in that oneness. Ekatvam asthitaha. He has come and established it. So asthitaha, he's established. Sthit ho gaya hai usme. That vision is not going to change. If you learn once car driving, do you have to learn again how to have the steering balance? It comes. If you have learned a cycle, do you have to again learn how to balance? It just comes when you sit. If you have learned the cycle balance, scooter balance also you get. Nothing separately. You might have to learn which type of gear scooter it is to probably put the gear. But the balance you get. And then do you forget? No. So like that, once this knowledge has come, it's come. There is no coming down from that. So he's established. That's why it is asthitaha. He's fixed. He's established over there. And sarvataha, in every kind of way. Vartamanaha. He remains like that. Api also. That yogi, saha yogi, mai vartate. He abides in me. Worshipping Lord in the others is worshipping the Lord. So he's not worshipping. There's nothing called as others for him. So Bhagavan says, one who is able to do like that is established in me. He is reveling in the Lord. We might see that he is reveling in people or animals, birds around him or things around. But this yogi, he sees Lord. And that's why Lord says, such a yogi, mai vartate. He continues, sarvataha, vartama, remaining over there. He is abiding actually in the Lord only. Such beautiful verse. So this verse shows the oneness. Very beautiful. Mark it. Very nice to quote. Very nice to memorize. Very nice to see the phala of the meditation. Very nice to see, like when we do a satat chintan on the Mahavakyas, where it is leading to. It just takes away the wheel of our ignorance. For once? No, forever. Sarvatma. Sarvabhutasthitay yo mam bhajatyekatvamasthitaha sarvatha vartamanopi sayogi mai vartate. Arunji. Number 32. Atmaupamyena sarvatra
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र
samam pashyati yorjuna
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
sukham va yadi va dukkham
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं
sayogi paramo mataha.
स योगी परमो मतः आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः.
Very good. Perfect. Let's do the padachet. Atmaupamyena. It is like that only. Atmaupamyena only. There is no, it's a samasa. Sarvatra. Samam. Pashyati. Yorjuna. Over there, what happens?
यह प्लस अर्जुन, यह प्लस अर्जुन, so visarga.
Yeah, visarga and purvaru. Because avagraha has come. Then, sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. That paramo, paramaha.
Yeah,
Visarga.
visarga sandhi. Dr. Barshaji, why do you say this atmopamyen is not a gun sandhi between atma plus upamyen? Because a plus u is meeting to
No,
make
because
doubt?
that vibhakti is for that whole word.
I
The
see.
third vibhakti. It's not only for, it's that Atma and Upama together, the vibhakti has come.
And how do you identify that? By practice
Atma,
only?
sorry?
By practice only you can identify these things?
No, but once you will do the Samasa class, then you will see this. I've not taken the Samasa class.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why
Thank
we
you.
will not be able to break it down because it's not assembly.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So Atmaupamyena. Huh? So Atma by. So third case it is. So it will be by or with. Huh? Or by the similarity of the self. Atma upama. Similarity. Upamena. Similarity of the self. Okay. Atma upamyena sarvatra. Everywhere. So he sees the self only. Everywhere. Samam. And equal.
Mhm.
Pashyati. He sees same only. Who? That whoever means yaha pashyati, O Arjuna. Sukham va yadi va dukkham. Happiness or sorrow. Pain or pleasure. Yogi, that yogi, paramaha mataha. He is regarded as highest, paramaha. So which yogi is regarded as highest? Whether it is pain or pleasure, it is not making him only any difference. He sees the self only each. So he has risen above the dvandvas. What are commonly we quote those dvandvas? Shita
Sukha,
Ushna,
dukha,
Mana,
labhani.
Apamana, Labhani. So like this they have given only two, Sukha and Dukkha, but we have to take all the dvandvas. He's risen above all the dvandvas, and now he has got that vision of seeing everywhere self only. So when the duality is not there, only oneness is there, then what is pain and pleasure? When there is a choice, then only this is better than that. When there is a choice, then only I like this and I don't like that. So best way to give kids a food is don't make anything different. आज घर में ये पका हुआ है, भूखे रहो नहीं तो खाओ. When there is no choice, then भूख लगती है तो खा ही जाता है. But then we have got multiple choice. If nothing is much cooked, the fridge is loaded. Fridge is not enough. The cupboards are loaded. The shelves are loaded. And above and all, we have to give that pocket money business to the children. So if you don't give me something, I'll go and fetch it from outside. Then what? In India, there are so many apps. You have to just click on anything, 10 minutes, and you get everything. So otherwise, we will order from here. Thank God I am in this part of the world where there is no such service. I am in the remotest village. Nothing of this will come over, even if you want to. Nothing will come. So, but why? There is no choice. So, if I would have been in a city like Ernakulam, then yeah. So then the choice comes. But now it is choiceless for me. So what is available in the village, enjoy that much only. And then the needs are. So the point is this duality when we are talking means there is variety. Plurality is there. But here now this vision of plurality is only not there. Everything has risen to oneness. So he samam pashyati. Then what, I want this or I don't want that, the question is only not arising for him anymore. We have why diaj bengan ki sabzi kyun pakki. We will start from there only. So we have a choice, means there was another vegetable out over there. Today is my birthday. Why did you give me this? I wanted that. You know, that was my favorite. Choice is there. I wanted that project. Why it was given to him and why this lesser important project is on me. Choice was there. Our all agitations are coming because of dvandvas. Choice is there. That means we don't have oneness vision. We have this duality. We have this plurality. But over here in the previous verse, now we have seen he is seeing everywhere the same. Ekatvam asthita we saw in that verse. So ekatvam asthita is samam pashyati. When there is a samam pashyati and when there is a atma upamyena, like self only everything, everywhere it is there, then sukham va yadi va dukkham, whether it is happiness or pleasure, what he is going to feel? Nothing. Samam only pashyati. So such a yogi is paramaha mataha. When that oneness vision comes, when the duality dies, when you see self everywhere, you have risen above the dvandvas. There is no two. Dvandva is two. So sukham, dukkham, labha, jaya, apajaya, shita, ushna. Nothing is mattering now. No dvandvas, no duality, only oneness. Like the other day when we gave the example of my finger poking my eyes. I don't cut off my finger, get angry on my finger. I don't do anything. But your finger, I might show anger. Oh, couldn't you have been a little careful? Yes, so much pain, and probably a little more exaggeration only that how you have disturbed me. And I might show some more pain, which otherwise I would have not shown with my finger going into my eyes. Because my finger is my finger. This oneness, this whole body, anywhere if you will touch is my body. I don't get angry on that part. But your finger is different from my body. I have got a duality. So your finger is a problematic to me. My finger is not a problem for me. Ekatva bhava is not there. Duality bhava is there. What do? We will feel pain and pleasure. But now this yogi, he is the highest. He's come above all that. He sees self only everywhere. So now, such a yogi is paramo mataha, is regarded high. Paramaha, parama yogi. Atma upam yena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. Number 33, Padmaji. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
We're in chapter 6, verse 33. Manu. Hyoyam yogastvaya proktaha.
Yoyam yogastvaya proktaha.
Samyena madhusudana.
Samyena madhusudana.
Etasyahanna pashyami.
Etasyahanna pashyami.
Chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram.
Chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Arjuna Uvacha. Yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyahanna pashyami chanchalatvat sthityum sthiram.
Good. So let's do the padacheda. Yoyam. What happens over there? What
Yaha
happens?
plus ayam.
What's in the
So this is a visarga.
Visarga and Purvaru? Yaha ayam. Yogastvaya. What happens over there?
Same yoga plus tvaya. Visarga.
Visarga sakara. Visarga sakara.
Skara.
Yogaha plus tvaya. Proktaha as it is, Samyena as it is, Madhusudana as it is. Etasyaham. What happens over there?
Etasya plus aham.
Correct. Savarna dirgha.
Sorry.
Savarna dirgha. Etasya
Yes, yes,
Etasya akara aham
yeah,
akara a plus a
yes.
etasyaham
You're right.
savarna dirgha.
I wrote it wrongly, but yes, thank you.
What have you written? What was your
Vriddhi, wrote Vriddhi here, but Vriddhi is wrong. It should be,
yeah, it is savarna
Swarna.
dirgha.
Thank you.
Then na pashyami as it is. Chanchalatvat. It's a panchami vibhakti. It's not a sandhi over there.
Yep.
Sthitim sthira.
Yep.
Okay. So yaha ayam. Yaha which? Ayam this. Yoga. Tvaya. So Arjuna, naturally, we don't have this vision to see same everywhere. So like that, Arjuna also has felt that he is not having this vision of seeing oneness everywhere. So he is asking, Arjuna now is asking the question, Tvaya, third case of Yushmat Shabda, Tvaya,
By
third
you.
case, by you, correct. This yoga by you, proktaha, you have taught, samyena, again third case, by equality, O Madhusudana, etasya, of this, shashti, etat shabda shashti, etasya, aham, I, na pashyami, I don't see this. All this oneness and all you're talking very nice in the book, picture, theory, fantastic. But etasyaham na pashyami. I don't see any ekatva and all. Why? Chanchalatvat, due to Panchami. Because of chanchala. Chanchala means not steady, restless. Sthitim sthira. Because continuously it is restless. This mind is a continuous restless thing. So I don't see what you are trying to say. Correct. No, it is our problem also. The mind is not steady. How do I understand what you are saying? But the next one is adding to this point. That verse when we will do, it will be very clear to see what is. So we'll first chant this current verse, go to the next verse, and then continue Arjuna's doubt. Arjuna vacha yoyan yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyahanna pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Leela. You can unmute yourself.
I chant this one only. Yoyam.
No, I'll tell you. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna.
Chanjalam himana Krishna.
Pramathi balavadridham.
Pramathi balavadritam.
Tasyahan nigraham manye.
Tasyahan nigraham manye.
Vayoriva sudushkaram.
Vayoriva sudushkaram. Chanjalam himana Krishna. Pramathi balavadritam. Tasyahan nigraham manye. Vayoriva sudushkaram.
Very good. So let's do the padacheda. Chanchalam as it is, he as it is, Vakya Purartha, Padapurartha, Manah, Krishna, Pramathi, Balavat, Drudham. So Balavad Drudham, then the will become the when you open the Sandhi, Balavat Drudham. Tasyaham, again our Savarna Dirgha has happened like Etasyaha, like that Tasyaha, Tasya plus Aham, Nigraham, Manye, Vayoriva. Vayoho plus Iva. Vayoho plus Iva. Visarga Sarepha has happened. Vayoriva. Then Sudushkara as it is. Okay. So now let us see what Arjuna is continuing that. What you are saying, my mind is not seeing. Etasyaham na pashyati. Chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. This continuously very steady chanchal mind is there. There is no point, there is no time when the mind is not steady. and it is continuously unsteady. And then he gives, okay, oh Krishna, chanchalam hi mana Krishna, Krishna, oh Krishna, this mind, chanchalam, it is so restless, and it is pramathi. Pramathi is something which is having lot of turbulence is pramathi. And it's balavat, very strong. And drudham, drudham is so firm, it's not yielding. So how is the description of mind? First it is chanchala, then it is pramathi, chanchala restless, pramathi it is turbulent, then it is balavat, it's strong, and it is drudha, it is firm, it is not yielding only anything. Tasya, tasya means of that mind, of that, shashti ekvachan of tat shabda. Etasya was of etad shabda. Tasya is of tad shabda. Shashti ekvachan. Of that, of what? Of that mind, aham nigraham manye. To nigraha means to control. Aham manye, like aham vande. So I think vayoho iva. Iva means like. Vayoho means of wind. Like wind, it is to control sudushkara, terribly. So, correct, no? This is our problem. So, Arjuna is not different from us. So, Arjuna is posing questions for us. Mind. We know that this is wrong many times. We know our action, something. But the compulsion from inside is so much that we anyways do that action. We may not express it out. In our mind, we know what we are doing. So it is balavat. That one strong force in the mind is there, which compels us to do that action. We can't operate each time from the intellect level, because this mind is so strong and it doesn't yield also. It's pramathi. There is so much turbulence also into it. And it is so drudha that you want to change that, but that compulsion from inside is so strong that the mind doesn't yield only to it. You anyways have to do that action. Arjuna is asking our mind condition. All of us know, no? To wake up early is very nice. To sit and meditate is very nice. Everything we know. Brahma Murta Uttishtetha Swastha Rakshartham Aisha Ayurveda says that and all. But Brahma Murta, okay, for how many days will be the question. If you say 1 or 2 days, probably we might adjust. But for the rest of the life, no way. Then meditate in the morning. I'll sit for meditation, then I'll sleep. I'll sit and sleep. But probably I can't stay awake and meditate. We all know that. Exercise is good in the morning. Surya Namaskar is good in the morning. Come on, who's wanting to do Surya Namaskar? The body can't bend down to pick what has fallen on the floor. Now you are asking us to do Surya Namaskar at this age. It's out of question. We know so many things. Not to eat certain thing we know, but we will have it. Without the pickle, probably the food doesn't taste only. आज कुछ तीखा नहीं है क्या? सारा ऐसा कैसे बनाना है? It's like nothing is there. Any spice is not there. At least some medical or something should have been there. There is no erivonu illi. There is no spice. We want. But later on in the chapter, we will see that all these spices are how rajasic. Tikshna, Ushna, Davana, Amla, it's so rajasic. But we want all that, right? Luckily, because Sikhs, most of us are vegetarian. But I live in this part of country where even the Hindus eat beef over here. A nice meal means whether it's a house opening, whether it's a wedding, whether it is whatever, a Hindu house needs beef over here. It's not taught over here. But means I'm saying what? That there are likings and you don't eat meat for some time, then there is no strength in the body. That one Onam comes and one Vishu comes, only 2 festivals over here. That day to stay vegetarian, naale patni. It means, tomorrow it's a fasting. Because to have it, it's a feast actually. One nice good sadhya, we would relish a sadhya. But to not get that one matti, one mean, one sardine, people often like over here, or whatever is their meat. So I'm saying for the people who are meat lovers, for them to not eat for one day is not fulfilling. And then we talk about the mind control and all. It's a very far-fetched idea. And all of us are in different stages of life. So how far away from we are on the goal, that how much vasanas we carry, so strong, unyielding, that much far we are. It's better to be soft. It is better to be flexible. More rigid we are, more we are going to be away from what our goal, what we have got this human body as. We are going to be very, very far away from it. So Arjuna's question has come. Arjuna's question is our experience. So many of our lifestyle, what the point is what? Our lifestyle factors are such that we can't or we don't want to change because we are accustomed of certain things. The other day we were doing that Ekanathi Bhagavat reading. That time, of all the ashramas, how should a grihastha be? How should everybody's rules and regulations have come? How a brahmachari should be, how a vanaprastha should be. Beautiful rules, even for sannyasi's rules. Eknathi Bhagavat we are doing. Those who want to join Monday to Thursday, join at 7:15. 20-minute session, 10 minutes or 5 minutes discussion. Within half an hour it finishes. So sannyasi's rules and regulations we are seeing, and that time we felt, my God, it's better not to be sannyasi, that kind of rules. Even somebody gives a food which is extra, probably a fruit, that sannyasi is not supposed to save it for tomorrow. He cannot parigraha anything. And sometimes I see it, how many things we have stored in our houses, my God. But that sannyasi does that happily. Anything extra has to give away. Hardly, he can't ask for more than 7 houses. If from all the 7 houses, nobody is giving him anything, that day he has to starve. He can't go to the 8th house and try till he gets his bhiksha from which house. Doesn't happen like that. One must read that Eknathi Bhagavat once in a lifetime. All the rules and regulations are said. Eknathi Bhagavat is nothing but Bhagavatam's 11th canto's dissection. 11th canto verses are only taken. Bhagavatat Mahapuran's 11th canto, same verses, but Eknath Maharaj's, he has given a commentary in God alone knows such simplification and so many points. It's like mind-boggling thing. So when we read such things, somewhere in the mind, something clicks and purifies. We'll have to, the scriptures can only change us. So this question, Chanchalam, Pramathi, Balavat, Drudham, Nigraham Katham. It's Vayoriva Dushkara. Because our mind is not trained, not heard scriptures, not heard rules and regulations. We have been swaying to our own mental fancies with our own likes and dislikes. So then when such thing is talked about, oneness, the intellect can understand it technically, but it won't translate practically. Because that mind is rigid. It has become so firm with the thoughts that we are living with or the habit that we have cultivated. Let us see what Krishna is going to give him the answer. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavadridham Tasyahan nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Bhagwan is going to answer. Manu, you would be in a position to chant the verse.
I can try.
Very good. Excellent. Let's do this for you. It
Okay.
is verse number 35. You have it in front of you.
I have it in front of me.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Asamshayam Mahabaho
Asanshayam Mahabaho
Manodurnigraham Chalam
Manodunigraham Chalam
Abhyasena tu Kaunteya
Abhyasena tu Kaunteya
Vairagyena cha Grihyate.
Vairagyena Chagrihate.
Very good. Say that full verse now.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asanshayam Mahaba.
Correct. Very good.
Sorry.
No.
The
You're doing
melody
good.
is
You're doing good.
Asanshayam Mahabaho
Hmm.
Manodunigraham Charam
Very good.
Abhyasena tu Kaunteya
Hmm.
Vairagyena Chagrihate.
Excellent. You got it. Perfect. Good.
Thank you.
So now let us open the verses. Asamshayam as it is, Mahabaho as it is, Mano, Manaha, Visarga Sandhi, Durnigraham, Chala as it is, Abhyasena, Tu Kaunteya, all, everything, the whole line is as it is, except for Mano, there are no other Sandhis out over there. Let us see the meaning now. Bhagwan says what? Asamshayam, doubtlessly. Mahabaho, O Arjuna, O mighty armed one. See how he has said. The one who is saying mind is so weak, Bhagwan deliberately addresses him as Mahabaho. You are already almighty. You are not as much as weak as you are projecting. Oh, my mind is like this. Don't say. So it is same applied for us. Same applied for us. We think, oh, I'm this useless thing. I don't have any. But we don't know what hidden potency and power we are having. So when Bhagwan is addressing Arjuna as Mahabhav, Bhagwan is addressing us also. That you are actually a strong, hey strong girl, hey strong man. Doubtlessly, asamshayam, manaha durnigraham chalam. So when we ask a question, and if a teacher agrees with our question, we feel good confidence. But if a teacher say, hey, what stupid question you are asking, please sit down. Then whatever confidence we have, that also goes, and the doubt multiplies in the head. But Krishna doesn't say like that. Krishna says, yes, my boy, what you're saying is correct. Mano durnigraham, that is correct. Yes, mind is difficult to control. Yes. So first, the teacher says that, yeah, you have a very good question. The question must be very stupid only. But then we hear it from teachers. Oh, you have raised a very intelligent question. Then we feel also, yeah, very, very nice. So if our doubts need to be solved, we need to acknowledge the person. Why otherwise that person would ask? Because we know something, it doesn't mean that other person is stupid. For that person, that is now a bigger thing. When a student has a doubt, better to answer it without belittling them. So he already calls him Mahabaho, correct? Manaha durnigraham. Mind is very difficult to control. And correct, you said chanchalam, correct. It is chala only. Mind is restless, chalam. It is not going to say. Then he says the answer for it. Abhyasena. Abhyasa means by practice. Third case, abhyasena. By practice, tu, O Kaunteya, O Kunti Putra. And Vairagyena means by abhyasena and vairagyena. By vairagya. Vairagya by discretion. Grihyate, it can be controlled. He said, no, mind cannot be controlled. It is Vayureva Dushkaram. So he is saying, yes, mind is Chalam only, correct. But by developing a dispassion and by developing that practice, it can be brought under control. This dispassion is, we have to understand in the Vedic way, Vedantic way, not what the world understands. Oh, dispassion means everything in life is tasteless. Rasikata ilyana. You don't enjoy. It's not that you are lacking to acknowledge something. You are understanding, but that dispassion means I am not attached to that. It's beautiful, yes, it's beautiful. But anything beautiful we want to possess. Anything, something ugly, we repel. Now, one beautiful flower also we would like to pluck. Some good ornament, we want it. Some good dress, some good perfume, some good whatever. Everything, whatever good we want, we hoard. Anything. Any ornament, any small thing, any office, car, house, any big thing also. We have this passion of taking the things. And we want to own it if we have liked something. And now, today, I don't have capacity to buy. Tomorrow, I will plan it, put it in my bucket list, and then get it. It's there in my mind. It keeps on like that worm wriggling in. This I had to buy. Ye lena tha. So this passion means, it's nice, good, let it be there. I'm not attached to claim my ownership on that. If it comes to me, it's fine. It doesn't come to me, also fine. My mind is not thinking of that object. We have to go back to that chapter 2 verses. That first you start thinking of the object. Then the desire comes. So then we get that ladder of fall, the 7 steps. So we have to stop like that. The mind is keeping on churning. That we have to stop. So he's saying dispassion. Dispassion is not appreciating goodness in the world. It's not like that you have become so dull and madman. Ownership is not. It's there, good. It's coming to me, good. It's not coming to me, also good. I am not pestered, or my mind is not worried, or it is not become helpless for not getting something. But he has got more to say. That is in the next verse that we will also see now. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigrahanchalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Grihyate. Radha Krishnanji. Number 36. Asayyatatmana yogaha
असंयदात्मना योगः
dushprapa iti me matihi
दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः
vashyatmana tu yatata
वश्यात्मना तु यतता
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः असंयदात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वामुपायतः
Shakyo vaptum, avaptum, so.
Shakyo vaptumupayatah.
Correct. Avaptum is to have. We'll see the meanings. Good. So let's see the sandhis. Asanyatatmana as it is. Yogo, yogaha, visarga sandhi. Dushprapa, dushprapah. Visarga's lopa has happened. Next is the swara. Iti me, matihi as it is. Vashyatmana as it is. Tu yatata as it is. Shakyo vaptum. So over there the visarga and purvaru. Shakyaha. Avaptum. And then upayatah. Okay. Now let us see. Asanyatatmana means what? Sanyam, we have heard this word. Sanyam, to have control. Asanyam, to not have control. Asanyatatmana, asanyatatma, the person who doesn't have control. जिसको संयम नहीं है वो असंयमात्मा. And that asanyamatmana, third case has happened by the person who is not having any control. Got it? Sanyam, to have control. Asanyam, to not have control. Asanyamatma, the person who is not under control. Asanyatatmana, by the person who is not having self-control. Okay? Yogaha, this yog, dushprapa, very difficult to get, very hard to attain. Prapti hona, to get. Dushprapa, tough to get. Iti me matihi, this is what I feel, it's my opinion, Bhagavan says. The man who is not having any self-control, it's going to be tough for that person. But vashyatmana, but person who is having vashyamana, means what? One who is having self-control, jiska man apne vash mein hai. The person who is having his mind under control, by that person, by the person who is having his own mind in control, or by person who is by a self-controlled person, to yatata. Yatata means if he is striving for it, prayatna karta hai, yatna karta hai. One who is trying, yatata, if he is trying for it, then shakyaha, it is possible. Avaptum, this tumun avyay means to get something. So avaptum over here is to get, avaptum. Upayataha means by correct means. Upayataha, koi sahi tarike se. So a person who is having self-control, by taking proper measures, can control this mind. But a person who is not having his own control, then how he will fall to the chanchala, pramati, balavat, drudha, all those things of mind, he will fall prey to it. That means what? Clear-cut thing is, those whose indriyas are left out grazing to their sense objects, they will never come back into the meditation state. Those who can control their sense organs, not allowing it to graze to their side, at their will, these people, they can follow this path and control the mind somewhere. There are people, no? They can't stop their partying nature. No? But a satsang to come, they find sleepy. If a pravachan they have to hear from a saint, they feel waste of time. A 3-hour movie is better. So exciting. To fast on a Navratri is so tough. The food is attracting. To not wear nice clothes, some people have problem. Or some people don't want to come and meet any Swamiji is also visiting there. Why? If Swamiji will say that you don't eat this or don't do this or do this, And I don't want to obey that. Out of fear also, there are some people who don't come to satsang. Because if Swamiji says means I have to obey, right? But I can't be obeying him. Better not go to satsang. People are like that also. So they are asanyatatmana. Mind is still in the world, roaming out in the world. So they are not available for the practice. Long journey for them. Maybe not this birth, next birth. Maybe after a lot of bad experience of this birth, probably end of the life they might turn in. It's eventually it should be their question. Then what the granthas are giving solutions, it will apply. But if I don't only have that question, then why the grantha will attract me? Even if I am answering, it will be applicable or it will be useful or I'll be attentive to that answer if that question is mine. लेकिन किसी का question है ना, question and answer sessions. Sometimes if we are not relating to that question, we switch off our mind in a Q&A session because that question is not ours. Then answer सुन के क्या फायदा? It doesn't attract only that answer. Only a wise person can think forward. Okay, so if this can also be a question, then let me hear what the wise Swamiji is answering for this. Only those who are interested will feel interest in a Q&A session, even if the questions are not theirs. So it is all depending upon the texture of the mind. Purely it is a self journey. Whatever rung of the ladder one person is to the destination, that much effort. Lowest rung, you have to climb very high. You have to take effort to keep on climbing higher. So it is all depending upon whether we have a sanyamatma or asanyamatma. Whether our mind is in our vasha or we are in the vasha of the mind. Depending upon that, the solution will come. Krishna is saying, असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः. I think we can stop at this 36th verse because then 3 verses Arjuna is going to ask. And then Bhagavan says till the end, then the chapter is going to conclude. So what Arjuna is going to ask further, we'll see in the next session. All three together we will see. Interesting because these are our questions, these are our problems. So this becomes a very crucial part of how we deal with our current situation in life. That's end today's session. Meet next Wednesday. So sometimes if I don't send a reminder in the group, the class is still on. Unless there is no class, I will put a reminder. Sometimes, yesterday or the day, so for some class, I had forgotten to put the reminder. Then I think it was Eknath Bhagavatam, I'm not sure. Anyway, so end today's session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadanya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. Thank you for joining. See you all next.
धन्यवाद.
हरिओम वर्षा जी.
हरिओम हरिओम.
Thank you.
ननी.
हरिओम वर्षा जी.
Hari Om Shri. धन्यवाद. Oh, thank you. Thank you.